Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
What are you trying to say, guys? Welcome back. What are we watching then, guys? Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Thank you guys for requesting and voting on this special movie. It's been out for a very long time. This came out in 1988.
Wow.
We wanted to watch this last year, but we had a ton of other Halloween requests that we watched. And now I'm excited to watch this finally with you ladies.
Yes.
So you guys, Kim, you mentioned you did see this a long time ago.
Very long time ago.
Mom,
not even like the whole thing.
Yeah, and Mom has not seen any of this.
I've
You don't
seen
even
the
know
jacket of it. That's all.
the jacket, like the cover of the DVD
cover,
or something,
yeah.
or the VHS. Oh God, this is dated, huh? And
VHS.
I have seen parts of this a long time ago, but it's been forever. I never sat down to watch this. I do remember one scene when I was a kid. Our brothers were watching it, and I walked in, and I saw, I won't explain it now, I'll say it afterwards, but it terrified me where I started crying, and I remember running out of the room, and I had nightmares. I could not sleep after that. That was only like a couple years ago. No, I'm just kidding. That was when I was a kid. 2 years ago, guys, you scarred me. But that terrified me. So I am curious on how it's going to be now, because you get desensitized over time and special effects change and you just get used to it, you know. Not always, but this was directed by Tim Burton.
Oh, wow.
He's awesome, very creative, and his style is so eerie and creepy, and it's like a lot of fun and gives me chills. So I have Wikipedia up, and I'm just going to read the first couple sentences here. Beetlejuice is a 1988 American horror black comedy film directed by Tim Burton, produced by the Geffen Company and distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures. Alec Baldwin is in this. Gina Davis.
Oh, Gina. Okay.
Michael Keaton.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've been seeing him a lot in the channel. Catherine O'Hara.
Great.
Okay.
Jeffrey Jones. And Winona Ryder.
Oh, okay.
Joyce.
Yeah, sure.
Mom loves Stranger Things. We all
Yes,
love
I do,
that.
yeah.
That's
Mom
going to be a
loves
lot of
that
fun.
stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We
do.
love the Stranger Things so much. And Winona
That's right.
Ryder is amazing in that. I do remember her a bit in this, and I know a lot of you guys, it's a classic, love this movie. And you're probably like, I can't believe you guys still haven't seen this. That's insane. So I think we should just get into it. What do you say?
Yes.
Excellent. Yes.
Yes.
We're going to be watching on Amazon today because all the other services, it's not available yet that I saw. Beetlejuice. Oh,
Coverage bridge.
careful, puppy.
Hey, look out for that!
Oh no, she's going to hit. Don't hit the door. Oh, don't fall.
Oh. Oh, no. She's just, oh. 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 Okay. Oh, my God. Oh.
Ah.
Huh?
Oh, you saved my life.
2 hours.
We have the reflection.
Handbook for the recently diseased.
What disease?
Oh, denial.
Deceased.
Business section.
Oh boy, business
Business
section.
section. He looks no
Obituary.
What do we got here? The big
Oh, she's
Oh,
flying.
my gosh.
Levitating.
You're finally going to be able to cook a decent meal.
Oh, it came
Just
out
know,
wrong.
oh, boy, oh, boy. You're in trouble.
She's so young.
Hey, yeah.
Put it on the table.
Isn't there?
Oh,
Oh, you just threw it on the table? Oh, God.
Let's go to the window.
Oh, my gosh.
Ew!
We just have to pray the other closets are bigger than this one.
I can't see her.
She can't yell.
Scary. Ew. Ew.
Deliver me from LL Bean.
I know what you two are up to. Oh, I forgot to lock the attic door.
Ew.
Get your head.
Oh my God, he's gonna hit something.
Oh, my God.
It's like they're terrorizing them.
You don't know what's out there.
Oh, my God.
Two-headed.
Oh, mm.
Did she punch it? Oh god, look at her!
Yeah.
I can't believe we're eating
Jeez!
Oh my God. Oh,
I love it.
Killed by
oh
art.
my God. Good.
That's perfect to go up like that.
Yeah.
All misty, dusty.
In case of emergency, draw a door.
Like a cartoon. The book.
No, take it with you.
And
And
keep the
take the
chalk
chalk
so you can get
too.
a door to come back.
Yeah.
He's loving it.
Dad!
Can't you see I'm relaxing in here?
Well, I want to tell you what I saw.
Oh, it's a shark. The shark died too. Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Just drinking it.
Look at a snake in her sleeping bag. He's smoking and he's like burnt up.
Want a cigarette?
Oh my God, that's creepy. God.
Hey, baby.
Ew!
What the heck?
I hope I die in one piece.
Oh my God.
That is roadkill.
I've been feeling a little flat.
His name, Matt.
Right?
Oh my
That's good, kid.
Oh, it comes right out of her neck.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
And make
Ooh.
another mistake, I'll tell you.
The fly!
Around the cemetery.
Help me!
Oh, here lies Beetlejuice. Betelgeuse. I'd be walking the other way. I get chills just.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
It's cute. It's like Casper.
Oh God.
That's an interesting one.
Child. Guys are gonna do that weird sexual stuff. Do it in your own bedroom.
Oh
Do the ghost thing to her.
my gosh.
Is she taking pictures thinking they're
Yeah,
her
it was
parents?
her parents.
I like the different layers of the model.
Yeah.
And there's someone actually buried there.
Babs.
Ew,
Oh
ew,
my
please
goodness.
no.
Oh, gross.
Oh, got him down.
Boy, do you know how to pick 'em. Let me ask you. Here, who do I have to kill? Here, hold that for me, would you?
Ew. Well, I do like mice.
You don't have to kill anybody.
Oh, I know you're asking me. Can I be scary? What do you think of this?
Oh God.
Hermano. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, oh.
Oh, so
Nice fucking model!
What am I doing?
My God.
Oh, that'll kick him out.
yeah, I'll fondle that.
Hey, man.
No, they're gonna want to stay and investigate.
It's like being in an amusement park.
They like
I
it.
didn't even know I could do the calypso.
If you insist on frightening people, do it with your sculpture.
Oh,
Drive carefully.
Where do they hide out?
Oh, that's scary. Scary.
ooh.
Oh, gross.
The only one I think I can deal with is Edgar Allan Poe's daughter.
I think she understands me.
You leave her alone, you.
Ooh, ow.
Oh,
Inferno.
Little devils. Ew. Ew. Googly eyes. That works.
He was looking through his glasses.
Hi, how are you? God, okay.
Oh my god, those masks.
Look at
They
that.
couldn't change back.
I like that little girl.
Never had their own kid.
The eyeballs and the fingers.
That's right, lady.
Hey, I gotta get married. Hey, these aren't my rules. Come to think of it, I don't have any.
Married? No.
Come on. Attention, Kmart shoppers.
Can you hurt them?
They're gonna hit your head.
Oh,
I guess so.
How horrendous!
Oh, it's a jaw.
Call the caterer's got a great fan.
Oh no, they're coming to life.
All came to life, but they look like little monsters. She's never gonna make sculptures again.
Oh my gosh. Say it, Lydia, quick.
Beetlejuice.
Ooh,
oh my gosh.
What is it, bro?
Beetlejuice.
she just has to say it one more time, right? She didn't say anything else.
Oh,
Ooh, came right through.
oh my god.
Ah, yay! Oh, jeez, and that's her sculpture?
Oh god, it's so
It was good.
She's good, yeah. Highly detailed. Oh, God.
Oh, is that
Oh, he's
him?
still
Oh
alive.
my gosh.
I'll take Capital any day.
She's still there waiting. And they're having fun there, too.
Team. Lydia's finally happy.
Yeah. I love the music.
That's crazy. God.
Cooks are working all the time. I love it. Like, the music's wonderful.
Yeah.
And if only all hauntings could be this way without
That's
Beetlejuice.
Oh yes,
Beetlejuice.
without Beetlejuice.
It's wacky.
He was hilarious though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Disgustingly
Oh,
hilarious.
Yes, disgustingly.
Oh my god, he was so nasty. And just to know that that was Michael Keaton, I kept telling
Yeah, I
myself,
couldn't believe it.
that's Michael Keaton. Like, what a role. He was so
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
as
he-
Beetlejuice.
I think he really embraced it. I really think he enjoyed it.
I think you'd have to, and I agree. Like, I am very impressed on how well he did that role, and you have
my
to be
gosh.
super confident. I mean, of course, a good actor, but like, you have to. Sorry, I'm dropping my my potion now. Oh no! But you have to be very confident, and I mean, he was like hacking up and just nasty, and
Oh, gross.
it really makes
Oh
you
yeah,
think,
he was like a really crazy car salesman. He just really wanted someone to just bring him out of his, his death state and get to work. And he just wanted everything his way.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
I thought he was going to be a bigger role in this. I mean, that's the title of the movie, but it was great on how it was done. Like, we were focused more on the couple in the beginning that died,
Uh-huh.
and that was a tragic story.
That was.
nice.
They just wanted a nice little
Oh.
vacation and it just turned so tragic.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Oh, no.
I did know that they died in the beginning. I didn't want us to read the description because I thought it would ruin it for you guys. I wanted to see if you'd be really surprised. I know you said you saw it way back
And
when.
I saw it, yeah.
So I didn't know what you remembered, because usually with movies you don't sit and watch them. You probably saw it like at home.
I saw it with my daughter years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I knew they were gone too, but
I didn't know how they died.
Yeah, that's so sad.
That was
And their
sad,
friend,
yeah.
or it looked like a relative, Jane, just wanted to sell their house and just
So shallow
That's
too,
right.
because
like,
I mean, maybe she did feel really bad, but she seemed more just on the surface, like she wanted to sell the house, and she was all in their business, and like it was
everything,
so
yes.
tragic, so tragic.
Peeking
And,
in their window.
yeah,
yeah, and she's like, well, it should be for a family, like digging,
Yeah.
them. That's sad. They probably tried to have children and they couldn't.
Yes, they did.
yeah, that was really insulting. Like, how dare you
Poor
decide
Barb.
Yeah, right?
on like
Your house.
what size house we can have? And well, you guys don't have kids, so you shouldn't have that. Like, I felt
Who are
really
you,
bad. She's so
right?
rude. But them dying, I mean, how dark to even start it? But it's about the dead. It's about death.
That's right.
And they have to cope with being in purgatory. But it's cool how they, kind of went beyond and were able to seek help. And it was kind of like the real world where you have to wait in line. And
Yeah, it was like the Social Security or
that's right.
something like that.
Yeah, it was like so funny. And you need like the caseworker just having her, like that was funny. And she slit her throat, or someone slit her throat.
Oh, yes.
So just to see that, because you noticed that first, Kim, and I wasn't even thinking that. I
Oh,
kept
yeah,
looking
the
at her
Oh my
face.
gosh, oh my God.
Yeah, because right
All
before
the
that, like, 'cause she had
smoking.
the blouse up a little bit so you couldn't see it. I'm like, oh my God. So this was
Yeah.
rated PG. Like, I thought it was pretty freaking dark.
Yeah, and
that
he
was
said the
pretty
F-bomb.
long- pretty long
Beetlejuice said
ago,
the F-bomb,
too.
so
Mhm.
that was, yeah.
Yeah, pretty impressive. And I mean, definitely Tim Burton style. It was very freaky, and it had humor mixed in with it to make it a little bit
That's right.
easier to watch. But I mean,
Oh,
this
yeah,
would
I
give me
like the
nightmares.
scale, the model they had up in the attic.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That was
That
cool.
that was interesting.
And Lydia could see Adam and Barbara, too,
Yeah.
as, as
Mhm.
ghosts.
Yeah, that was a
That's
big
right.
deal. And in the beginning, when Barbara read the handbook, and it said something about people choose not to see the dead or don't want to see the dead, and she's like, well, what does that want mean? And it's true. So Lydia wanted to see them, and she was reading
That's
the
right, she
handbook,
saw
which helped her see them, I guess. And what a happy ending to have them all come together.
That was good. That was very
It
good.
was, and they
Yeah.
got rid of Otho or whatever his name
Otho.
was, the designer, Otho.
Yeah.
And he took the book and he did that terrible spell
Hmm.
and didn't read, he didn't follow through. He didn't know how to reverse it. That was
That's right,
that
yeah.
was terrible. I wish they kind of grabbed that back from him, but
Hmm.
hey, it worked out in the long run.
Yes, it
Honestly,
did.
Beetlejuice
Yeah.
did help out there, I
Yes,
guess.
he did.
Luckily, Lydia didn't have to marry him.
Oh my God, I know, she's just a kid, and
Oh, my gosh.
thank God they didn't change the entire cute little Connecticut town into, this crazy,
right.
scary ghost town
Yeah.
of sorts.
I mean, what kind of land was that too, where they had those monster worms and
Oh,
Oh,
I
that
know.
was-
attack
Yes,
the dead,
it
and you
was
can't leave the
scary,
The
house
Maitlands
that you're
couldn't even
possessing?
leave.
Oh, my God.
Crazy. So they still can't leave the house, but they found balance with Lydia. She's able to take pictures of the town and bringing that back. I enjoyed the ending a lot because them like wanting to keep their house. Like I think you felt the same where, I kept putting myself in their shoes. Like, oh my God, and it's like you're possessing your own house. Someone else is living in it. It's changing. You have no control, and you don't want them there. So you're trying to scare
Hugely
people
changing.
away.
Oh.
That's right.
But then you're gonna like live forever. Not really, but you're gonna be there forever.
Yeah,
And
you're gonna be
everything's going to keep
miserable.
changing. It's just horrible. So over time, it's going to get worse and worse, I'd feel. And
Yeah.
it's good that they were able to find balance with Lydia, and they're able to communicate with her and have some connection to the living
Yeah.
and vice versa. And she gets to know more about
That's
the
true.
dead. But on a different note, it's crazy to think about it. But even their caseworker was like, we can't have everyone know about the dead, that there's life after death, pretty much. And what does that mean? Like, where did your mind go? Like, what do you think people would do if they knew that there was life beyond death?
They might be okay with dying
Hmm.
and going
Yeah,
a little
might be.
faster.
I mean, yeah, I would think a
Yeah.
lot of people would commit suicide, and then they would
Yeah.
be very full and very busy
Yes, yeah.
on the other side, and that would be really awful. And I mean, it's
And
already
Lydia even wanted to do it.
She
for a
did.
moment. Yeah.
And
That's
that was terrible, but we had to see that because people do get suicidal. She was depressed. Her parents are crazy and don't really pay much attention
That's
to
right,
her. And she really found friendship in Adam and Barbara. So,
yes, she did.
like, she's seen it in a positive but very bad way. And I'm like, no. So I'm glad
No,
Barbara
so
was
good.
able to talk her down and be like, no, you definitely don't want that. I mean, life
Yes.
is so different. And I keep saying life. I know they're dead, but they're still kind of around.
Life after death.
Yeah, and they
Very
can think,
different.
and they're sometimes like physically there, and they're still being able to do stuff. It's not like it's just done in blackness and that's it. So I don't know. Like, I wouldn't want to be dead. Like, if I knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it was a nice twist too to have the Maitlands. It's sad to see, like, we all think that, okay, the ghosts are going to scare us, but they were pretty scared of the Dietzes. They were like, oh my God, we can't get rid of these people. This is horrible. I don't want these people in our home. This is terrible. What are we going to do? They didn't understand the book. They sought help, and then they only used up, they already used up a big part of their help through Juno, and they're like, okay, bye. They were helpless, really. They didn't know what to do. So Beetlejuice was the only one that they could, seek help, which was a menace of a help, but
yeah,
in the long run,
Beetlejuice
it
was-
worked out. But
And
Man, what a
Beetlejuice was
road.
Scary.
yeah, he was
As
really
a serpent,
scary.
As a serpent.
Oh,
as a
yeah.
snake, that was.
Well, now that you brought that up, that was part of the scene that I saw, and I think it's when he turned around the first time and his face is right
Yes.
there, and I remember that's when I freaked out. I walked into the room and I saw that, and I just started crying. Like, that stayed with me, and I still have
God,
not
yeah.
forgotten it. And just like knowing we were gonna watch this, I was like, oh boy. Yeah, so it's still really freaky, but it's definitely dated, and for its time though, it's very impressive. Like, I love the camera work done in it, and the way the ghost would fade in and out. You could tell there were camera tricks there mainly. That was pretty cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
yes, and when they turned into the bride and groom, as and they were aging so rapidly, we know they were dead, but they were just turning into
That's right.
crumbly, skeletons. And then it was good that they rejuvenated, came back to their young dead selves.
Yes.
I know, right?
I love the scene when they were having that dinner party in the beginning. And they're all, they're making them dance, and
Oh yeah, like midway through. That was a
Oh my
lot of
God,
fun.
that was
Yeah.
so funny.
That was my favorite part, and I knew of that scene, but I didn't see the whole thing. I've only seen dancing here and there, probably on commercials. Because something like that I would definitely want to watch all the way through, so it had to be commercials. And it was great until the end, but they really did a great job, Adam and Barbara. Like, they used their own talents, their
That's right.
personalities, where it was like fun and then had to do something scary. So that whole scene was just a lot of fun. And then being scared and being like, oh, and starting to sing, and then they all just get into it. And I mean, that was very, that took a lot of talent there, because that was a lot of people they were possessing.
It did,
Oh, yes.
and unfortunately, they were intrigued by it. And
Can you imagine?
her agent was like, "Oh, well, this is interesting. Maybe we can make some money."
People
And it
are interested in
backfired
stuff
on
like that. Like, please leave in the comments, guys. Would you ever go to a haunted house willingly? Like, pay someone or just go to one even if it was for free? I'm curious, because I do have friends who would totally do that. What about you guys? Would you ever go to a haunted
I have
house?
to say, I brought my little brownie troop to one up in
Did you
up in
really?
Massachusetts, in Salem. Yep.
Did
Stayed
you?
overnight. Yep.
How
We
was
had a
that?
blast. We didn't really have, it was like a whole thing with a whole bunch of brownie troops, but
Was it an actual haunted place, or was it,
it was
like...
they said it was. And actually, Buddy
He just-
Hackett's brother was the MC. And I don't know his name, but he says, "You're not going to ever remember my name, but I am Buddy Hackett's brother, and I'm going to be your MC tonight." And the
Oh,
girls were
my
just-
goodness.
But they tried to scare, spook the girls. It was all fun, but
That's crazy.
it was so much fun.
And nothing
We had such
happened.
a
It was
good time.
fun. And okay.
No, it was fun.
Ooh, I want to know more now. I'm like, oh. And Mom, how about you? Have you ever been to a haunted house?
No.
Like a
I
real
don't
haunted
think I'd
house?
wanna
Ooh.
go.
I know. I'm totally
I
not
don't
like
believe
that.
in ghosts, but I don't want to try it neither, to go to a haunted
Yeah,
house.
because there's ones that you
Yes.
hear about
Scary.
that are like real evil, and
Scary.
people like pay money to go to them, and like they say, like, I know your mind could play tricks on you too.
Yes,
but
I can.
All
Yes.
that like ghosts and stuff really freak the
If
crap
you know
out of me.
the backstory, the history of the home, if there was a certain death down, in the home or whatever.
That's what freaks me out. I don't know if I could live in a house. Well, I can't even say that actually, because Ryan's grandparents died in this house, but it's a very good feeling. Like, it's a good energy,
Yes.
and I'm very
I
comfortable
heard
in this
that a lot,
house. And
yeah.
we talked
And
about
they
stories
weren't
in the
murdered
past.
in the house. So
Natural
that's one thing
causes,
that I didn't want to-
peaceful, and I feel like they kind of protected or something. I don't know. There's like an energy in this house. I told a story before where Ryan was teasing me turning off the lights at night because he knows I get really spooked out, and he kept stomping around me with the lights off. All of a sudden, we heard the stomping up and down the stairs, and it was really fast, and it went the same boom, 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 boom like he was doing, but it was really heavy, and we don't have anyone else in the house, and he looked at me and turned so white, and I kind of laughed. Like, you think that would have scared me, because just telling the story, I would think I would be really scared, but I was actually very calm, and I laughed at him. I was like, haha, see, your grandparents are like telling you to knock it off. So like, he doesn't believe in that stuff, and that really freaked him out, and he was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
so
I better think twice about teasing Dawn.
I mean, you never know, but I do believe that there's a lot out there that we don't understand, whatever it may be. And I feel like this house has a great energy, but other places where people have like killed themselves or bad, occurrences happened where, they were murdered or something, like, I don't know, like that freaks me out.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, I've experienced some energies. You just feel these, and you can't really explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
how about you, Mom?
Oh boy, yes.
Do you believe in that stuff?
Not really. Well, no, I don't really.
It's okay. You don't
have to. Go your own way, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know, stuff like that freaks me out, so it's like I just try to stay away from it. But so, Mom, did you like the movie?
Oh yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
Did anything really stick out to you that you liked the most?
Yes, I like Barbara. Of course, I liked Adam too. They were really good and all. And I like Lydia.
Me too.
Really good. Yes, she was good.
Winona Ryder.
I love Lydia.
She is
I
so
love
amazing.
Lydia and Barb together.
Yes.
Me too. Adam was sweet too, and
yes,
Alec
was.
Baldwin is so freaking young. Like, I knew he was gonna be
Isn't
young
he?
in this, but
Yes,
just seeing him, I'm like, wow.
So
I want to say Michael Keaton looked great too, but I mean, he did.
He was. I love seeing him in this type of role. I
do too. I was really impressed. As disgusting as Beetlejuice is, I mean, that's his name. Like, he was really good as that character, and the makeup was perfect, and But yeah, Adam and Barbara I really love. Lydia was my favorite. I love Winona Ryder, but
fantastic.
Lydia the character, amazing role,
right, yes.
and so young. But I love her connection with them. That was good. Did you guys notice that Beetlejuice, his name was actually spelt differently?
Yes, I mean,
Yes.
I did definitely. Yeah.
And that's when Adam was saying it wrong in the beginning.
Yeah, we all were, right?
yes.
Beetlejuice or something.
So
Yes.
I didn't realize that was his actual spelling. I guess they retitled the movie. I was thinking about it during the movie that it's easier to search, because can you imagine people trying to find this movie by its actual name? Because
Spelling, yeah.
Betelgiuse or something like that, or Uise, and that is a lot harder to spell, so that would be harder to like research or find it. So maybe that's why they actually literally named it Beetlejuice for the actual movie title.
Yes,
That's true.
I thought
I
they
agree.
had it as a different spelling during the movie because I knew he couldn't say his own name. I know that you have to say Beetlejuice 3 times, so I thought he wrote that differently because he couldn't say it or write it as literal
Okay,
Beetlejuice.
And you can
so
only play charades with him.
and wrote it differently so they can get it close, and he's like, ooh, and then he can try to like throw hints at them to almost, to get closer to his actual name. So I thought that was interesting. So his name is spelled differently.
Yes.
Rightfully so. It's really cool.
Yes, it is.
Very eerie. Tim Burton gives me chills, but very entertaining.
Yeah.
You can always tell his style.
Yes.
Oh,
and I saw
yeah.
Acting
David
was
Cavett-
great.
David Cavett in there too, and Robert Goulet.
Dick Cavett, yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, that was good.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, the dancing was definitely my favorite.
Oh,
And
it was good. Yes.
I'm glad I'm watching this now because I would have been too freaked out as a kid. I mean, just that one scene really freaked the heck out of me.
It was really intense at times.
Mhm.
And those sandworms, well,
Yes.
Barb saved the day with one of them. She was riding on one and went right through the house. We got
What an
Beetlejuice.
imagination.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Following Adam and Barbara and them being so innocent, like the newbies, and I'm putting myself again in their shoes. I'm sure everyone else is too. And, you know, they're learning things as they go. They're not reading the handbook. I mean, like, you're freaking dead and everything's weird and you can't leave the house. There's a worm trying to eat you. And, oh my God, we're actually dead and I feel cold. Like, all these weird, crazy things are happening and they have to read the book. But I get it. Why would you read the book? Like, you're freaking dead now, and there's so much bizarreness going on around you.
And they can't even
that
understand it.
Yeah.
It's not even like readable. You can't even like follow it.
Yeah, like she couldn't understand it, or she was just like freaking out about it because I think she couldn't comprehend that they were dead. Maybe was that
They
it?
said
Or-
it was really hard to read it. It wasn't like a regular book.
Yeah. So
And
they
then
just
it
have
was
to learn to
funny
be
that
dead.
Mr. Dietz, he was reading The Living and the Dead, and he said the same thing. I can't read
That's
this.
right,
It's
yeah.
not like-
That's right, yeah.
Be more open-minded, I guess.
Yeah.
And you just have to learn the trick of the trade or
I
something.
did feel bad for him, though. He just wanted a second place just to relax and, you know, calm
Yes.
his nerves. And his wife just, you know, she just hated it. She was just a,
Your
you know,
sculpture.
she just wanted to be in the
Like everything
city.
was weird, yeah. And then wanting to stay, like after the possessions, all the scariness and stuff, like they, like you said, they weren't scared and they wanted to stay. And going back to, I'm totally out. If something bad like that happened, I'm
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, there's
I know it's
me
easier
too.
said because money, like it would sell the house, and hopefully
Yeah,
word
they
doesn't
got
get
money.
out.
They get money to remodel the entire house.
Yeah, because
They can-
people
they can
like
take it out.
hauntings, they probably would get that house. I don't know. I don't know if it's really
Boy.
difficult to sell a house or if people really do eat that stuff up and they just want to live in a haunted house. But no, thank you.
No, I would leave quickly.
Hmm.
Sorry.
So I love
They
this.
all.
On Amazon, the moods say joyous, quirky, humorous.
It was
That's great.
quirky.
Perfect description for it.
That's for sure.
Comedy fantasy. And it came out in 1988, as we know,
Yeah.
and only PG. Very
Oh,
impressive, guys. Please let us
Yes.
know what you thought. Is there anything you want to add?
No,
No,
I
I
think
just
we
liked
covered
it
it.
a lot. It was
Yeah, I
good.
liked it too. It was very good.
Yeah.
Early happy Halloween, guys. I hope you're having a good holiday
It's
season.
Halloween.
It's already that time. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
There you go.